Okay, we're going to start back to where we were. Wheels. Figure out how to put these wheels in. Because one, the rear is dual wheel. Put it like that. Pull this wheel a little bit off. Something like that. Now we got one set of duals. Now we got our other set of duals. Now we're going to put together just our fronts. Now there's one wheel. Our other wheel. Now we're going to move these off to the side over by the truck cab plus my cup of coffee. Now we got to grab this part. Our red flaps, because I decided to put them as red, which just gives it a little bit of color. Got our flaps in. Now we're going to put this off to the side again. Did our wheels. We ain't going to connect them yet. Or, actually, yeah, we are. Might as well. Unless you knock off the dual wheels that you just spent time putting on. Pretty tight fit. So, won't be needing any glue, which is nice. Saves me some money on glue. Not saying I don't have glue, just... Oh, what did I do wrong? Because this front tire's floating. There we go. Now it's fixed. Put that back over here. Yeah, it's fixed. Then next step would be putting the cab on, but we got to do the windows. And yeah, I know the paint job ain't the best, but two-tones, they are not my friend. And since I don't have a yellow Sharpie for the top lights, we're just going to do them as red. And it lowers my chance of accidentally getting yellow paint all over the white body. Now we put that back over there. Put just a little bit of glue on each hole. Put one horn. A second horn. Now put that off to the side while we actually put in the windshields and rear windshield glass. Put that like that. Grab a drink of coffee. Ooh, that's cold. Now we're gonna start with the, what's it called? The towing part of it, which we're gonna take this sewing thread and somehow tie it around this part. Where did I put those tweezers? There. Just gonna try the focus on this, but I do not understand how to tie small string, as you can see, because I just looped it around itself and opened it back up. It held down a little, and we're just gonna do something crazy. Put a little bit of glue right there to see if maybe that can hold it, so I can wrap up some fellow string to it. I don't understand how people tie string to these. We're going to wrap it as much as we need to. Just gonna wrap a lot of this, even though none of it's gonna come back off because of the glue, but this is more for show, not for actual working purposes. Now we're going to pull out the glue again. Put a drop there, put 2 drops there. I wrapped it the wrong way, but it does not matter. Like I said, this is for show, not for actual working model towing. So now this part would get glued in, same with these parts, which would go something like that, but usually you gotta get both ends in, which we did. Now we're going to take our tweezers, get one in, oh, just broke something. Just opened it up right through the inside. Right now, we're going to grab fancy looking rock, lean it against it like that. Then we're going to cut maybe this much string just to be safe. Now we're going to somehow find the roll that I dropped onto the ground and rolled away. And we're going to roll it back up. And the perfect thing about this sewing thread is that it's black. Well, it's actually a deep blue or a dark blue, however you want to call it. It looks blue, so we'll just go with blue. Got it all wrapped back up, put it over in my thing. Somehow already at 14 minutes, even though it feels like this video just started. Gotta grab this. Gotta grab not our red Sharpie, but not that one. The black one is the one that we shall use. Actually, never mind on using the black one. We will pull out the paint that we had before. Just dip the tops of them into the paint. At least try to just dip the tops. But nothing goes perfect in this workshop. By nothing, I mean nothing. would be attaching it to the bed, which we will do. I don't think we're going to use the lights. Because one, I don't think we are. So they'll get cut off to the side plus anything else. And if I ever make a vehicle that can, like a road service vehicle, I'll paint the inside of the lights yellow. But until then, we will place the lights in my shop that I have. And now we look at step nothing right now because we got to wait for this part to glue, which it did. So now we got to get the thread through this hole. Which somehow we did. I did not believe in myself at all. Now we take our hook. Put our hook, well, our thread through the hook. We gotta figure out if we're gonna take this and just glue it together, or if we're just gonna twist it and see, but there's too much thread because our hook hangs down there. So we have to somehow get our thread untwisted. Nope, don't want the hook facing that way. We want it maybe we can somehow get the knot, well, thread to go back through the hole. Maybe. if you can't tell, this is a whole new thing to me, trying to figure out how to get this how I need it. Something like that. We're going to call that good. Take a little bit of glue and just put it there so we can put the pieces together like that. Never done this before, so don't expect anything good from me when it comes to this. But that looks good. So now we're going to grab this. Then this would go in there. Which this would all connect something like that. Which we shall find the tape. Use my legs. Rip off a piece of tape. Try to get another piece of tape. Put it like that so we can get a smaller piece of tape to hold the front before going through with the glue. So now, since that's all glued, we put it down like that. I already trimmed the part that goes right behind it. Then, oh, we're at 25 minutes. I'm surprised my phone hasn't gone crazy. We're going to glue these last two things in before moving on to a different project known as editing and probably posting. Usually people would remove somebody saying that, but since it's me and my video, I don't care.